But now, for our feature story of the day, let's discuss Bitcoin continuing on this parabolic rally and tapping $143,000 per coin. Let's freaking go. That's right. The headline reads, Bitcoin coming up on the steepest part of the parabolic rally to new all-time high. Here's the targets from Kevin Svensson talking about Bitcoin skyrocketing, family. According to the analyst, Bitcoin appears to be in a base 3 of the pattern, putting Bitcoin in a position to witness massive gains in a steep upwards move. Send it. Quoting him here, I think this is as clear as day. We are currently coming up on the steeper portion of the parabolic trend, which is where base 3 is in the diagram when it gets really steep. Here we are now, guys. It's getting pretty steep. What's going to happen next? How high are we going to go? The textbooks suggest that after base 3, you can get a double in price. 45,000 times 2 is a target of a parabola. 90,000 per Bitcoin would be the target according to the textbook. So there you have it, family. Do you think Bitcoin price action can likely double? Just like that, tapping 90,000 per coin, sending us to price discovery. And you can see base 1, base 2, base 3, where we're at, and it shows us going to base 4 and then eventually to a sell point according to the analyst. So based on the textbook diagram, the asset is trading at base 3 of the parabolic uptrend, which can double in price in a very short period of time. Let's not forget 50 more days to Bitcoin halving 2024, family. The analyst also notes that Bitcoin tends to witness bull markets when the global liquidity or the amount of money sloshing around in the world financial system is back on the rise. And according to the analyst, Bitcoin is currently rising despite the falling global liquidity levels, suggesting that Bitcoin can go a lot higher than the crowd expectations if liquidity starts to pick up. Quoting him again, in these past cycles, Bitcoin is trending up alongside the global liquidity. Now we are trending up against the liquidity cycle. So if the liquidity cycle turns around in our favor, that's sort of a double whammy. Bitcoin is diverging away from the global liquidity and is a positive winner. We have the ETF approval. The halving is coming up, 50 days. There's a lot of really good things here for Bitcoin and crypto. So I'm keeping my mind open to the idea that the unexpected is always likely in this market. The estimated peak value I have is $142,500 per coin. So there you have it, crypto fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst that short term, any day soon, we can see Bitcoin virtually double, tap over $90,000 per coin, and then eventually hit a peak of $142,500. Here's JV's personal prediction I'm sticking with, as I've been proclaiming virtually every day here on the channel. Now, I believe Bitcoin will likely top out this cycle peak in next year, 2025, with my bearish scenario at 222,000 per coin and my bull scenario at 500,000 per coin, which would ultimately mean if we hit the bear scenario, we're going to rise roughly, what is that, 4x from here? 50,000 times 4, 200,000-ish level. And if we were to hit the bull scenario, that's adding basically a 10x instead of a 4x. We're basically adding a 0 to the end of today's price action, and we're rising above 500,000 per coin. Now, the first person I heard to make the 500,000 price prediction was probably back in 2017. The Winklevoss twins, they actually published a report, and it was called, Bitcoin overtaking gold or something along these lines. And they projected that by the time Bitcoin overtakes the gold market cap, which at the time was sitting at roughly 10 or 11 trillion. Today, it's maybe even higher, maybe 14 trillion. They projected at that time, Bitcoin will be over 500,000 per coin. I think the title now was The Case for the $500,000 Bitcoin. Since then, we've also had Kathy Wood of ARK Invest predicting her scenario, her base case, her bull case, and her bull case she has raised now that the ETF inflows have been taken over like crazy. She's projecting we can see as high as 2.3 million per coin by the year 2030. We also have the billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper, who is predicting $250,000 per coin for quite some time now. He's doubling down that it could happen still this year. Emilio Gonzalez, greatly appreciate the super family, says Orange Pill Mofos end of the year at 300,000 easy. So there you go, $300,000 Bitcoin. Let me know if you agree or disagree. We also have the high priest of Bitcoin, the one and only Max Kaiser we shared earlier in the intro and earlier on in the show, projecting 220,000 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin in play, saying fiat has no bottom, and so therefore Bitcoin has no top. There's also other very bullish scenarios we've been covering. I think yesterday in the show, we discussed Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital, also projecting six-figure Bitcoin price. Also, Anthony Scaramucci on a bull scenario, predicting a 400,000 Bitcoin price for this cycle. And also, I believe for this year, I think he said 180,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. We also have Tom Lee from Fundstrap. We have Bobby Lee. These are all people projecting six-figure price predictions. But I want to know your thought as we continue to pump it up, family. You already know Bitcoin hovering above 54,700 right now on Coinbase. We already tapped roughly 55,000, $20 short. Can a brother, round up a little? Let me know. But I'm pretty stoked. If you can't tell, let me know if you can feel the vibe in the air as we continue to pump. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. We love the Bitcoin. Facts.